Good day children. Today we are going to perform verification of Ohm's law, where we have to find out the relationship between voltage and current. So first of all, I will be explaining you the aim of the experiment to determine resistance per centimeter of a given wire by plotting a graph of potential difference versus current. First of all, what is resistance? Resistance is a property which opposes the flow of current, and potential difference is the work done per unit charge in bringing a unit positive charge from one point to another point in a circuit, and current is charge per unit time. Now what are the apparatus required? You can see from here we are having this is battery eliminator. Now battery eliminator, you can very well see that I have connected this to a power supply. But we know that the power supply is an alternating current. But here we need DC current because we cannot handle AC current. It can give us shock. So here battery eliminator has a rectifier which converts AC to DC. Now here I have taken 4 voltage. Here see, I have inserted it to 4. Now it has positive terminal, negative terminal. Now look at the connections here. This is battery eliminator, this is ammeter, voltmeter, rheostat, and this is one-way key. These are the connecting wires, and this is the unknown resistance. Unknown wire which we have connected, we have to find the resistance of this wire. So let us now start with the connection. Positive terminal of the battery eliminator is connected to the positive terminal of the ammeter. Negative of the ammeter is connected to the positive of voltmeter. Fine. Then negative of voltmeter is connected to rheostat. Again rheostat, there is no positive and negative. This terminal is connected to the negative of battery eliminator through this one-way key. Now, voltmeter is always connected in parallel and ammeter is connected in series. We have connected in this manner. This is the wire whose resistance has to be measured. So, I am keeping this voltmeter in parallel to this voltmeter. I hope the arrangement, the circuit, everything must be clear to you all. Now, how to start the experiment? What exactly we have to do? What is the function of rheostat? We can alter this and slightly we do the slider so that we can adjust the readings. We can take down the readings of current as well as voltage. Now, let us start the experiment. See, here I have taken 4. Now, I will note down the reading. You can have a look on ammeter and voltmeter. We will note down the readings of ammeter as well as voltmeter. And as I am sliding the jockey, the readings also are getting altered. Now, I can also change it from here. Now, if I am taking one set of reading is over, if I am taking it to 6 volt, again I am wearing this. See, we will note down the readings of ammeter as well as voltmeter, and in the observation table we will note what is I, what is V, then we will take the ratio. And this ratio V upon I is your resistance, and we will see that the value of resistance remains constant. Now, how to actually take the reading of this ammeter? What is the least count of ammeter and what is the least count of voltmeter? We should know this. See, the number of divisions here, it is from 0 to 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. In between the bigger divisions, how many total divisions are there? You can see there are 10 divisions. That means least count is your 100 upon 10. That is 10. So how will you take the readings? If it is your first division, then 1 into 10 milliampere. If it is the second, 2 into 10 milliamperes. Now come to voltmeter. Similarly, here we are having 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the bigger divisions. In between we are having 20 small divisions. So the least count, that is the minimum division, minimum measurement which we can take is your 20. You can see 0 to 1. That means 1 divided by 20. So if it is coming, suppose here I am getting 8 reading. Here I am getting the reading. This one. So how to measure this? This is 10, 11, 12, round about 16. So what will be the reading? 16 into its least count. So this is the method how we take the reading in an ammeter and voltmeter. So after completing, one more thing, what precaution we should take while taking, when we complete one set of reading, we should always take off the key or simply use switch off the battery eliminator. Otherwise there will be heating effect and your readings will not be correct. So after collecting all the readings and all, what we have to do? We plot a graph of V and I. Now see observation table. How we write the observation table? Serial number. How many times you are taking the reading? V, I. Here we are taking I in the apparatus milliampere it is there, and here it is volt. Whatever you can take, you can always convert to ammeter. So I am writing a simply ammeter. Ampere. After that, resistance, that is equal to V upon I, and its unit is ohm. Now, these are the number of set of the reading. Okay, here we will be noting the reading, and here I am taking the ratio V upon I. Suppose one example I am just taking suppose I am taking a 4 and this is my 2. So what will be my R? R will be your V upon I, that is equal to 2 ohm. If I am taking here 6 and here 3, then R will be again equal to 2 ohm. Now, what is the mean? I have to calculate the mean value of resistance. I have taken only 2 observations. So 2 plus 2 upon 2, that is equal to 2. This is the resistance of the unknown wire. Now how to plot a graph? On the y-axis we are taking V, here we are taking I. And here of course these are the graduations. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. So if I is 2, voltage is your 4. If I is 3, voltage is your 6. Then we join this and we see that it is a linear graph. From the graph also we can find the value of R. R will be equal to V upon I. Suppose I am taking this as A and this as B. So what will be the slope of this graph OB? Or what will be the slope in this AB? It is always y-axis upon x-axis. Slope is what? Tan theta equals to perpendicular upon base. So here also we can have V upon I, that is 6 upon 3, which is equal to how much? 2 ohms. So from graph also we can verify the value of resistance. Now what are the precautions I told you? Every time we have to do the connections of whenever one set of reading is over. Next we should always check the connection. It should be tight, otherwise it will not, correct measurement will not come. Otherwise of course human error is always there. So by keeping in mind all these precautions and sources of error, we perform this experiment. I hope it must be very clear to you.